So today I'm going to show you how to make a sauerkraut recipe. Sauerkraut is amazing for the gut. It's a great probiotic, but I like to put a little Ayurvedic spin on things. So I'm going to introduce some more spices into it to make it even more healthy and to boost your digestive system. So for this recipe I'm going to use 2 whole sweetheart cabbage or 1 whole green cabbage, 1.5 tablespoons of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of cracked pepper, black pepper, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds and half a teaspoon of carom seeds. And then we're going to need 2% of the weight of the cabbage in salt. So first of all, remove the bruised outer leaves of the cabbage and then slice it into 2 and remove the core. Then slice this cabbage into long, thin shreds. Then we're going to take the salt, put all the cabbage into a large mixing bowl and just mix it with the salt for about 5 minutes until the cabbage begins to soften and it releases a little bit of liquid. Let it rest for a few minutes and then squeeze the cabbage about for another 1 to 2 minutes until it releases more juice, and then let that sit for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to take the garlic and the ginger and shred it quite nice and thinly. Add the powdered spices to this, and then once the cabbage is rested for those 20 minutes, toss all of this together. Then when the cabbage has become nice and limp and it's released ample juice, take your kilner jar, make sure it's been sterilised. Start to put your cabbage inside the jar and pack it really tightly. So you can use your knuckles or the end of a wooden spoon and just beat it a little bit until it releases the air bubbles and it releases more juice. Continue packing it in until the cabbage is completely submerged by its liquid. You can use the outer leaves that you've preserved earlier and fold them up and press them into the top of the jar, and that helps release the liquid to the top, making sure that the cabbage is submerged. If you do find that you need more liquid, you can make a brine solution. So you take some water, again 2% of salt to the weight of the water, mix it together well and top up the cabbage with that brine. Keep that lid fairly loose and store the jar in a dark cupboard for at least a couple of weeks, and then test it every couple of days until you're happy with the sourness. I like to leave mine for at least 4 weeks because that's when all the flavours really come together. Once you're happy with it, seal the jar nice and tightly and then put it in the fridge and use the sauerkraut within 6 months up to a year. So that's my sauerkraut recipe. Let me know how it went for you. You can also tweak it according to your liking, so you can add more ginger or more garlic, but leave your comments below. I'm interested to know how it went.